President Trump reveals what it's like to get America's nuclear codes and insists he'll do the right thing if the time comes as he gives his first interview inside the White House. In his first interview since taking office, President Trump gave glimpses of being humbled by his sobering new responsibilities between intrepid promises to maintain his campaign vows. Speaking with ABC's David Muir, he went from gently praising the beautiful letter left for him in the Oval Office by Barack Obama to brazenly describing Chicago as more violent than Afghanistan. Among his admissions was that receiving the nuclear codes was a very scary experience which brought home the enormity of the job. When they explain what it represents and the kind of destruction that you're talking about, it is a very sobering moment. It's very, very, very scary in a sense. Not quite scary enough to keep him up at night, he said. I have confidence I'll do the right thing, the right job, but it's a very scary thing. He later told of the beautiful letter he'd been left in the resolute desk by Barack Obama but did not, as is tradition between presidents, reveal its contents. I won't show it you, read it to you, but it's just a beautiful letter. There were numerous lines, so well written, so thoughtful, so thoughtful. I doubt too many of them were written in this manner. He really, in fact I called him and thanked him for the thought that was put into that letter. It was long, it was complex, it was thoughtful and it took time to do it and I appreciated it. It's carnage. You know, in my speech I got tremendous, from certain people the word carnage. It is carnage. It's horrible carnage. This is Afghanistan, is not like what's happening in Chicago. People are being shot left and right. Thousands of people over a short period of time. Chicago is like a war zone. Chicago is worse than some of the people that you report in some of the places that you report about every night, he mused. He said he would love to help state law enforcement to address the violence which was getting in the way of Chicago being a great city. During his interview with Muir, he said that the speech had in fact been great and that the CIA people in the room loved it. That speech was a good speech. And you and a couple of other networks tried to downplay that speech. And it was very, very unfortunate that you did. The people of the CIA loved the speech. President Trump also shared how he planned to replace Obamacare with a strategy that would take care of everybody. Obamacare is a disaster. It's too expensive. It's horrible health care. It doesn't cover what you have to cover. It's a disaster. You know it and I know it. I wanna make sure that nobody's dying on the streets when I'm president. Nobody's gonna be dying on the streets. We will unleash something that's gonna be terrific. He refused to promise that anyone currently with health care might lose it, despite repeated requests from Muir.